Welcome to my channel Angel Beats and Paimanwa. Don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe button on my channel.
Okay, we're in episode 1 of this new manhwa, so let's go. What kind of dream were you having to make you call my name like that? Heuse. Well, be grateful that I didn't come after you while you slept. He's pretending not to hear me. He really is a beast hunting his prey. His eyes are sharp whether it is day or night. I have to look away if he met mine. But right now, do you know how hard it was for me to be away from you on the battlefield? When I touched her cheek as pale as porcelain. If I leave my mark all over her body, perhaps this anxiety will go away. I have been holding back for far too long. But still, what if your wounds get worse? Then, how about this? I never could have imagined I would end up like this with him. Back at the beginning, not Farian, not Mount household. We can't let this go on like this. We have found headless corpses throughout the Dominion. This is the 3rd time. Why are our soldiers the only casualties? Who did this? It's obvious. This had to be with the work of the wolves. Heuse, Northernmont, Madame, wolves. They reside in the northyard forest and possess abilities different from that of the normal animals. The women and children take care of their large ancient wolves in the forest, while the men travel in packs and plunder things. They are known as the Karritako, and their monarch is in charge of both the wolves and their tribes. Everyone on this continent fears the Karritako, but North February and the Northern Forest are so far apart. I heard that the Karritako people ride the ancient wolves so they can travel very quickly. It won't be hard for them to overcome this distance. Can we conduct? We can't. We tried to send a soldier there once, but he was sent back with his head cut off. We understand that you were worried, madam. But perhaps we should continue to observe things a little longer. Is there really no other way? I have to come up with a plan to protect the castle from the Karritako. My father isn't in any condition to fight either. My father was once a commander whose name resonated even on the battlefield. Father, I would like to speak with you about the Dominion. It's been 6 months since he fell ill. My mother and older brother had already passed away by the time he did. I have to do my best in my father's stead as a lady. If we can't send anyone to the Karritako, then we'll strengthen our security here. Then, you have taken on too much, madam. I know you are standing in for the Lord, but you are working way too much. I'm so worried that you end up falling in yourself. I'll be fine, thank you, Esther. This is the 4th year in a row that not our favorite crops have been poor too. Is there a way we could ask another Lord for aid? We already received aid from Dominions we are on the good term, but not all of them all prosperity. We can't ask for more. We could be doing fine if we could just catch some salmon. The salmon comes upstream through the dying river once every 4 years. Their images were etched into their kingdom's flag and armor since they became a local specialty and allowed Northernmont to prosper. They just appeared the year before last, so they won't be in the Dinia River right now. Oh right, the letter from Eli's family came for you, madam. Maybe they could help us. Not them, anything but them. Why is that? The next heir to the elite family is Jadon. He's cunning man who will stop at nothing to get what he wants. I won't be surprised if he tries to steal our entire dominion. Besides, anyway, I will never ask that man for his help, no matter how bad things get. Isn't there any other way? Oh, what's the matter, madam? I thought I saw something move on the Dina River. It can't be. The cargo. Esther, go to the knight and tell them that the cargo are here. Yes, ma'am. Black hair and tan skin are the distinctive traits of Cartago people. They came for Northmont Castle directly. Flinch. Do they see me? That is one looking over here. Nothing good will come out of being targeted by a wolf. Please just go away. Madame Heuse. Truce, the Cartago are... Where did they go? They were just there. Esther told us I have called for the soldiers to be alert. But... did something happen? The heir to the elite family is here. Chill. The heir to the elite family in Jaton. Doesn't he usually announce his visits through letters first? Why is he here? He came on his own. To pull ourselves out of this dire situation, we have no choice but to ask the elite family for help. Prepare a dress for me. Notfera was still prosperity 7 years ago. I first met him at the banquet I was invited to. My name is Heuse, not Mont. So yeah, the Ash Salmon, the famed daughter of the Northmont family, you are even more beautiful than I have heard. I didn't like how his eyes seemed to be looking me over. At the end of the banquet, where was the venue again? He is doing his indecent acts with multiple women. That is the man I greeted earlier. Flinch. He kept inviting me out after that, but I found reason to refuse each time and kept our interaction to a minimum. I was already afraid of men and hardly even made public appearance. I'd rather not associate with him, but it's been a while in this Janton. As long as I'm acting in the stead of the Lord here, I can't avoid this. Rise. It's been a few years since we last met at the Lord family gathering, hasn't it, Miss Heuse? Thank you. I'm surprised that you have come here without warning. Is this something urgent? Talk of a beating has been making the rounds lately, so I came to confirm it for myself, and I was right to you are shiny. Not at all. You came to Northmont just to tell me that. The elite family have been putting more effort into diplomacy recently. We have been able to obtain a lot of cereal that way. We have received word that Northmont is struggling with feeding their people again. Isn't it normal for long-term friends to help each other out? He's coming to offer us, and even before we ask, I'm grateful, but pardon me, but I can't accept so easily. Since we are not in alliance with the elite family, you must want something in return for this plan. How suspecting of you. I expected nothing less, Miss Heuse, and you are right. I would like the Northmont family to respond in good faith after we helped you. Good faith, the salmon, the symbol of the Northmont. Among them, my favorite food is the ash salmon. In other words, I want to marry you. That is too much, even for a joke, Lord Jeton. I'm not joking. I want to make you my official wife. Please let me think this over. What exactly is there to think about? Trip. Ah. Grab. Notmore doesn't have the leeway to choose anymore. Allow me to put you in your place. Let's go. Smash. Slam. Stop that. Chill. I've been fantasizing about this even since we met. Your skin is so white. Stop. Disgusting. I want to run, but I can't move. It's time for the real thing. Leak. Disgusting. I'm going to scream if you don't stop this right now. The soldiers will run to me. Grab. Would you really want the soldiers to see you like this? I'm sure they will be overjoyed to see you in such a state. What a cunning man. Soft, smooth skin. I'm glad you haven't been through many hardships in your life. We can't have you malnourished where you are going to bear my children. I never said I will marry you. Northuria will prosper if you marry me. I'll give you as much food as you want. Let's make it Heuse and Nortmore family thrive again. If I marry Lord Jeton, it will solve our famine problem. But stop. My lady, how you dare show insolence to Lady Heuse? I was ordered not to let anyone interrupt Lord Jeton meeting with Lady Heuse. Excuse me, Lord Truce, what should we? Greet. No, stop it. Slam. Lady Heuse. Truce. My lady, are you alright? I thought I told you not to get in my way. This is hard not much. We do not obey your orders here, Jeton. Then I'll just have to order my own men. Therefore, go call our troops. We are going to punish not much civil officer for interrupting my meeting. And that maid too. What? You can't just do what you want in not much. And what will you do about it? You all are powerless. Your soldiers can't undo me, yet you still resist. If this keep up, it will lead to war. If we make a mistake, he might take Lady Heuse hostage. This man, he put us in this situation on purpose. How horrible. Truce and Esther are going to be. Take them away. Shove. Please wait. I was also considering you as a marriage partner, Lord Jeton, but your proposal was so sudden I become confused. Would you please give me time to prepare? So you are accepting my proposal. I have to wrap this up. I'm glad you seem to have changed your mind. I wish I didn't have to, but I will take my leave here as you wish. Lane, so you're a virgin then? What proof do you have? I can tell by your reaction. I'm glad you don't belong to anyone yet. Let's meet again in 5 days. Miss Heuse. Collapse. Lady Heuse, my lady. Is it really okay to give her 5 whole days? They can write all they want, but there isn't much Nortmore can do. I don't see how this will benefit House Heuse. There are documents that claim that Diana River, which flows through Northuria, has Sapphira's mines in it. If we obtain Northuria Dominion and their sapphires, the Heuse family become the top house of the continent. Won't be just a dream anymore. And more than that, anything has not much. Her mysterious, beautiful form which charms all those around her, her lovely innocence that set her apart from other women. I wanted to make her mine since the moment I laid eyes on her. At the time, House Heuse could only be up, them not more, but now. Tell those involved to stop all trade with not much. Yes, sir. Your only path is to cling to me, Miss Heuse. No matter how much I scrub, I can still feel Jeton's touch. I received sex education from my home tutor, but she must have lied to me when she said sexual act involves love. It was not sublime in the slightest. If I marry Jeton, the next time he will actually shiver. Absolutely not. But I know that if our female problem would be solved by me marrying him, then I should just do it for North Ferian. But after that problem is solved, then what? One Jetta steal my dominion within North Ferian, everyone in Northmouth might be put in danger. He's going to come see me in 5 days. Clinch. How can I protect the Northmouth? My lady, our deepest apologies for overstepping our bounds. Raise your head, you too. But because of us, now you have to. My marriage to Lord Jeton hasn't been decided yet, and I'm not going to marry him anyway. Besides, I'm glad you came to save me, Esther. My lady, I can't waste time worrying. I have to think of something. Lord Jeton will arrive in 5 days. What will you do, madam? If I refuse him, he will bring his soldiers here. But even if I marry him, our dominion will be stolen away, not to mention the Saphirins in the Diana River. We will surely use the set free for evil if he found out about them. That could even lead to war. Then what about a plan other than marriage? I submitted requests for aid from the lords of our allied dominions, but they all say that they can't fight against our allies. Jeton took control of them. That's the highest possibilities. Great. Lady Heuse, perhaps you could propose a marriage with a lord you could have a relationship with. That would just burden the other family. If I can't avoid marriage either way, then can I suppress Jeton somehow? I just don't think he's an opponent that could do that too. Cheers, let's meet again in 5 days. Isn't there any way I can save Northmouth? Anything. Oh right. Were you able to find traces of the wolves after that day? We found footprints from the wolves near the castle, but the report said they never set foot in the Dominion itself. Why do you ask? How about we form an alliance with the Tago? An alliance? If we have such strong allies on our side, even Jeton won't be able to oppose us. It's too dangerous. The Carthago people are said to be the descendant of wolves. I've heard they think like animals too. I don't believe they are able to be reasoned with. But it's worth a try. We still haven't solved the headless corpse issue yet. The first thing we must do is find out why they did that to the corpses. We can't just leave the case alone. She has a point, and yet I agree with you. Bright. Truth. We have studied the bodies, but there was nothing we could use to identify them. Then we have no choice but to start with what we know about the Carthago. I'm fairly certain there was a scholar who studied the Carthago. I'll contact them to see if they can aid us. I'll leave it to you. Please, let this be our first step to solving all this. The next day, the scholar was staying nearby and said they could visit the castle during the morning. They are waiting in here, madam. I am the temporary lady of the Dominion Heuse Northmouth. I'm very grateful that you came to visit despite the sudden request. It's an honor to meet you, Lady Heuse. My name is Cordelia. They say she was a scholar, so I thought she would be a man. Miss Cordelia is a beautiful person with a lot of grace. Ah, if I recall correctly, when one's hair is tied low, it's a sign that they are being widowed. Smile. About the headless corpse incident, judging by the murder method, it was probably the work of a Karitago. How do you know? I don't know why their motive was, but they retrieved the opponent's head as war trophy. She really is a scholar who researched the Karitago. I was told you wanted to learn about them. What do you want to know? Right. I want to gather information on their monarch, their traditional and their lifestyle. The monarch of the Karitago is Tanker. He became the monarch 6 years ago when he was 22. I heard he did so by killing the previous one. No one knows why he killed him. He's able to lead the Karitago even though he is so young. The wolves do not care about age, status or money. The strength is the only thing that governs them. They tend to be hot-blooded and ruthlessly, murder anyone who opposes them. The same reason why wolves are so feared. Strength over status is the exact opposite of how the citizens of this continent think. On the other hand, bear wolves have very strong affection for the females. They are allowed to have multiple wives, but it is said that even as they are showing bloodlust to their foes, in their mind they are nothing but worried for their wives back home. Chuckled. That's an unexpected side of them. They are more devoted husbands than you might think. Takel. It is I, Truce. My apologies for interrupting, but it's urgent. I'm going to take my leave for a minute. Go ahead. What happened? Don't tell me their turn is here. No, it's... What? Where is that boss? The Karitago sent it to us. Shock. A package from the Karitago.